Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Hi, it's me, your friend Corey, and today we are just gonna do a little bit of knitting. Knitting seems to be a good idea today. So, here we are with my beautiful project. Looking good, keeping it even. The stitches are staying nice. It's not falling apart like it did on me the last time. So I'm really excited, and it's going a lot faster because I am putting in the work. I am putting in at least two rows per day every morning. Today will be a couple more because I've already done my 2 for today, and I'm not going to complain about that because there's about that much in difference between the front and back panel, and then I can start looking at the all black arms. Oh, that's going to be horrid. I mean, wonderful. It's going to look great. I'm so glad you're here. Let's get it knitting. Wow, I was super close to saying crocheting instead of knitting. That's because I crochet more than I knit. But that's okay, that's okay. That is all right. Not sure I like this angle. One moment. Okay, this should be a little bit better. I hope I don't keep hitting the camera. And let's just go for here. Beautiful. So I do have quite a bit of this left. I think I'm going to end up with a pretty good amount of it left over, possibly, and I was worried I wouldn't have enough. I don't know. We're going to see how it all plays out. I may decide to put some of it into the sleeves. So who knows? Who knows? I do have scales, so if I need to weigh it up to make sure that they're the same weight, I will do that. That means they're roughly about the same length. Oh, goodness. Beautiful day today.
And I got the color purple and
Beautiful spring day. Sun shining. Birds are singing. Sirens are going. It's been a sirens day. It's a lot of fire trucks. I'm going to have to go on Facebook in a little bit and find out what's going on. There seems to be a lot of people that love to inform everybody what's going on, so that's always nice. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying it's actually a very good thing, because when you hear a lot of sirens, you start worrying, oh my gosh, is that an accident? Is there a fire? We've got family all over in the area and stuff like that, so we would hate to see anything bad happen to anybody, so that's just how it is. Oh my goodness. Part of me is really happy at all the work I'm doing and finishing up this sweater, but part of me is also kind of afraid to put it together. Weirdest thing, is that imposter syndrome thing going on? I don't know if you've ever heard of that. It's where a person feels like anything they're successful at is not a real success because they are no way qualified or confident enough to do it. And I kind of feel that about this. I've never actually made a knitted wearable. I've made scarves. I guess that's technically a wearable, but that was a good 20, 25, 30 years, maybe more years ago, and it did not hold up the test of time. It fell apart. And yeah, it's because I was very frustrated with trying to learn how to knit. They basically gave me a book and told me to go, and when I asked for help, it was really tricky. And no, I'm no way talking smack about people. It's just that my family have struggled when it comes to teaching how to do these things. So that's why I'm really grateful that there's lots and lots of YouTube videos, lots of tutorials out there. And that's why I haven't really wanted to get into that part of it. I do have apparently some younger people that would love it if I could teach them. I will think about it. I know a lot of people have beautiful tutorials. I use them all the time. If I don't know how to do something, I'm going to go look it up. But I have taught my daughter to chain, and she went and helped a friend of hers with chaining, so maybe I'll just do something. I don't know. There's a lot of ideas in this head of mine. Sometimes it gets really loud inside there. But I am definitely enjoying my books. I had the opportunity to watch a movie last night, and I chose listening to my audiobook instead in the dark with my eyes closed. It was so relaxing. I didn't have to read. My eyes got some rest. Oh, it was beautiful. It wasn't my bedtime. I wasn't actually tired. It was just nice to just lay and listen to someone else do the reading for me. Because I am a reader. I love to read. I love it, love it, love it. I have a couple kind of scary books that I have on hold for myself that I would like to listen to. I've got a couple that I own that I just don't have time to sit down and read them, so I may find an audio copy. I'm still glad I bought them. I collect basically 2 authors. I collect pretty much everything I can get my hands on by them, mostly because I enjoy their books and I would like to reread them. I do reread things. I'm on my about 7th, 8th maybe, run through of Percy Jackson again. Started from the beginning, but that is mostly because my daughter, my middle daughter, is right at that age where this is fascinating to her, and she is just getting into chapter books, and she's reading at a level way, way above hers, and so we lay there every night at bedtime and listen to a couple chapters of Percy. We're on book 2, and she is right into it, learning a lot about Greek mythology, something that I'm super interested in, and it's really nice to see my daughters starting to understand it a bit more. And then she saw that the author Rick Riordan also has an Egypt-based set of books where a brother and sister are adventuring, and they are really good too. I really like those ones. And so she's all excited about those as well. And the books are the gateway, bro. I'm just joking. I talk to my kids way too much, but yeah, it's a gateway. It starts with one book, then it leads to another and another and another, and pretty soon you're reading all the books. And that's wonderful. I love it. I love it. I love literature. I love reading. I love hearing different stories. I love listening to. See, I'm not a big TikToker. I don't do TikTok. I don't have it on my phone. I don't scroll through TikTok, but I do watch some compilations on YouTube just in passing. One of my favorite things that I see off of that app is people telling their own ghost stories. And I just love it because people are just talking. Just talking. I might not be good at talking to people. I sort of am. If it's a customer service thing, then I'm pretty okay at it, but I struggle still. I still feel like second guessing myself the whole time. But listening to people and oral histories and stuff like that is just so fascinating. Listening to people talk about how it was back in the day. I read a Reddit excerpt. I don't know where the whole thing came from, but I would really like to find out more about it. But apparently, there's a lot of people saying, as a caregiver for people in elder years, they're hearing a lot of these older ladies talking about how their husbands weren't cool, weren't good guys, and they ended up having to take matters into their own hands just so they could move on with their lives. And that's just fascinating. I think we're going to be hearing more and more about all these femme fatales that got away with it successfully because they never got caught. And now that near the end of their days, they're like, oh yeah, by the way, I did this long time ago. No one can do anything about it, really. No one is going to bother. Because, I mean, it's not being reported to the authorities, and being that it was so long ago and this person's on their finishing days, super fascinating. I hope somebody makes a compliment, like a book about it. Different stories all put together of different people. You don't have to use the real names or places and stuff like that, but just an idea out there. I'd totally be interested in it, just because that's just, I get it. Like, divorce wasn't something that was available, and if you ended up in a bad relationship, I mean, there were only one way out, and survival of the fittest, I guess, is the best way of putting it. And I have no idea why I just went down that avenue. But, yeah, my channel's not for kids. Thank you. I sometimes think about things that are a little weird. I do watch a lot of, well, not a lot of, not lately. I'm finding as I'm getting older, I'm starting to go through another change of life, and I'm finding myself super emotional, so true crime hasn't been sitting well with me. It haunts me when I normally don't have too many difficulties. There are a few exceptions, but now we're on to our Purl side. One side is knit, one side is purl. We're going to go this way. Yes, someone, please vote on which edging I should use on my granny square cover. It's under the community tab. I'd really appreciate it. Really help me get a better idea of how I want to do this. Okay, you're going to work this time. Come around and pull. We're going to come through there, come around, pull through. Cross it, flip it over, and through. The main thing to look for, to make sure you're doing it right, are these little bumps. When you come up, you come around this way, because when you're knitting, you're going backwards. When you're doing a purl, you're going around, and this is coming out this side, and you pull it up, around, and pull it up. There, tiny lesson, as I'm sure most people who do knitting will probably already know how to do it, but you never know. I don't think I'm twisting my stitches. I think they're pretty spot on. The book I learned from just gave like which way to put that in. It was just so much and super confusing. But I have figured it out. I have watched quite a few videos just to touch up on it. Because I mean, the last time I did any knitting was well over 10 years ago. I made some amigurumis. And the fingers were tough, that's for sure. But yeah, it was an adventure. I like taking my crochet places more than I like taking my knitting needles. I don't have any of the little end pieces that I'm seeing a lot of people put on them. So like this brown bag, when I'm done this project, is gonna have to go to recycling or be put inside another bag. I have seen people using those as liners, which is an intriguing idea, because I don't want to throw them out. I'm just trying to do my best about not being wasteful. But I may use that brown bag as a liner for the inside of another bag, just because my knitting needles have stabbed through and I don't think it's going to be very good for holding anything else. And that's okay. That's okay. I've used it, and it was a very thin, kind of a cheaper bag, so that's fine. Where I'm from, plastic bags are outlawed. We also do not have straws. We have paper straws, and we have reusable bags, but we still have garbage bags. I'm not sure how they determined how this was going to be helpful because our grocery bags already disintegrate very quickly within months. Like, don't plan on storing anything in your closet for a long time in a plastic grocery bag because it will actually dissolve, and believe me, the mess is terrible. I found that out the hard way. Yes, I did. Yes, I surely did. But we're okay. So I don't understand what that was all about. I think the bags that shredded down were pretty good, like a good idea, because I mean, even in the landfill, it's still going to break down. It's going to just biodegrade properly and help rather than hinder. You would hope, but who knows? I'm sure somebody smarter than me knows exactly how that worked out and why they picked what they picked, and I'm just like, well, it's kind of a pain. I have bags full of bags all over my house because, of course, everybody always forgets to take them. My husband's been getting really good about taking them with him, so that's good. Because quite often he does the bulk of the shopping because he's the driver. No point in the whole family going every time. Sometimes, but not every time. What a beautiful, beautiful piece this is going to be. Anyways, my dear friends, I'm going to finish this row because there's still quite a bit to go off camera, and I'm going to say thanks for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box. And I will see you again very soon. Bye.